Welcome one and all to another big day. I have no idea what exactly I'm doing, but I just know it's a big day. You know, the whole waking up on the right side of the dirt thing. It's always a big day when that happens. Let's get this show started. I'm a little late, but technically I have 15 minutes until I have to be there. I ever show you my camera on my phone mount? It's pretty slick, actually. It's got a little magnet on the back of the phone, and it's concave, so it sits on this ball and can rotate around and have a good amount of surface area, I guess, for the magnet, I guess we could call it. Suction cup to the windshield, and there's actually several attachments, pieces you can get like this. Ones with magnet, just this little ball on a magnet. Or, and then I have this, which I've never used. This got a little sticky piece on it. You can stick it, I don't know, your dash or somewhere, but I've never used it because I don't want a permanent place for this and not be able to take it back off. So it just sits up there. Yeah, story of my life. So last week I had a little fail at this current job I'm at right now. I come back to finish it up. As you can see, I've ripped this up pretty bad trying to drill a hole in here. Well, once you know, it looks like I got a piece of siding to replace. Doesn't help that it's below freezing out right now, and this has some age on it. Regardless, I will be back with a piece of siding. Make this look pretty. My first mistake was that I trusted my memory in thinking that I did not have a 4.5 inch bimetal hole saw, you know, one of those regular hole saws with the teeth all the way around. So instead I used a 3-tooth hole saw. I was really careful in the beginning, but it snagged on me. And I just stuffed this in here for temporary. That sealed it off really well. And put my piece in. Well, I have the pieces inside the house warming up, and I'll show you why I needed to do that. But we're looking at 12 inches just on this wood alone, and another 1.5 inches to the siding, just about an inch maybe. So it's time to get this going. So yes, I really did have a 4.5 inch hole saw, which I could have started with in the vinyl siding to get my hole through the vinyl carefully, and then continue on with my 3-tooth hole saw to go through the massive part of the wood. Yeah, that is really rotten. Now, I'm no structural engineer or anybody like that, but it looks like it's still okay. Like, we got this rotting wood here, but after that it is solid, except for like a crack. But like I said, I really don't know what I'm talking about. Got that cut. Alright, careful now. It's kind of cold and this siding isn't exactly new. What does that mean? Well, with age comes bitterness. I mean brittleness. So it's a little bit more brittle than it was at new. But I think I still got this. We still got this. I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna go like that. Cowabunga. Now I got some long, pointy wire looking things with these flat heads on them, whatever they're called.
Should put gloves on.
Oh, I know.
He's supposed to warm up.
Yep, yes it is. Yep. Yeah, that didn't hold. Yikes. Okay, let's try this. Yeah, a little bit. Well, we were gonna leave that in there.
Where's your moving? Okay.
Too cold to be doing this out here.
Morning, yeah. I don't know. I don't mind the cold after I get a little bit dressed up.
There you go. If you're dressed for it.
Yeah.
There you
That's
go.
right. I'm okay.
I'm going.
Have a good one. That's good. That doesn't help that we got this here, as you can see. This pipe, lovely. Like that, go like this, we'll work some magic. Well, my one regret is that I couldn't match the aging process between the old and the new, but look at this. Huh? Looks good. So you may be wondering, didn't they have a dryer vent before through the house somewhere? And the answer would be no. It's always been down here in the basement with a nylon stocking on the end of this funnel. And that was attached to the back side of the dryer, believe it or not. Yep, not even making this up. It was stuck there and she just pulled it off because we don't need it any longer. It'll be stubbed up to the outside. But that's what they had to deal with for who knows how long. So at this point, I gotta take this electrical apart. I guess simply put, I'm just gonna have, I guess, a junction box up at the top of the ceiling here, continue that on, and actually have an outlet like I should have had long ago. But yeah, there was no point of disconnect besides a breaker box. You know, the best thing you can do when you take a screw out of somewhere is put it back there until you know you're gonna use it again. Hold on, I almost forgot. Well, I didn't really forget, as so much got sidetracked, and that is check it with a meter. Magnetic. Oh, how convenient! I got an outlet right beside me. Oh, look at this! It's got a light. Love it. Okay, I'm gonna stick it in an outlet, out of view, but you'll see it. Come on. Okay, 124. No, that's working. Check this. Nothing. Very good. Check each branch. We're good. I can touch it. Okay. I'll pull it out of there. Isn't that cool? Containing the dust at the source. I put a video up about this specific thing. It's the Hammervac. Hammer vacuum. It takes the power from the battery on the main tool here, which is the 2712 1-inch capacity SDS plus rotary hammer. And this is the 2712 DE, which probably stands for dust extractor, I imagine. So the 2712 DE goes into the 2712. They have the 2715, which is an 1.1 inch capacity. That has a 2715 DE. Make sure not to confuse the two, because the numbers are pretty close. But this and the Hammervac for the 2715 do not interchange. Just keep that in mind. So that's cool. This is how I'm going to attach my 4-inch pipe. Great. Except the magnet is coming out the tip of my nut driver. Whoa! Come back here. Like this? This is a wee-haw. Except for this just happened. Well, at least I have the magnet and it hasn't broken yet, which is a good sign. It can probably I don't know, some JB Weld in there, I suppose. And then bring a 90 down and stub it out. And this will just shove right back in the back of it. Yeah. So I'm just putting together a junction box. You call up, I think an octagon is a viable option for a junction box. I don't need the YouTube electrician please getting after me too hard, but I just wanted to bring up a point about this Gardner bender. Yeah, 1/2-inch lock conduit lock nut wrench. As you can see, it slips in there, grabs the ring and tightens it down. My question is, both of these are 1/2-inch. Why couldn't they make 1 3/4 and 1 1/2 inch? You know what I'm saying? Why does it matter that there's, I mean, I guess there's a slight difference here. Slight difference here means for what? Get a better grip? I don't see that really happening. Just a thought, food for thought. And yes, we are allowed to do electrical in this jurisdiction. There are no particular requirements. I try to follow, best practices as close as I can, depending on obviously what I have to work with. I will run a circuit or two, such as this, but any more than that, the homeowner is going to have to get their own electrician, which might just be a handyman or, I don't know, their buddy down the road. So, I try to do the best I can. With what I got. Not that I'm saying I'm better than, a handyman or the neighbor friend down the road. It's just, I can guarantee you they're not going to get an electrician for this. So really we're required to run some protection around the wire going down a wall, like in this case in the basement. And I had to get some stuff anyways for this, so I got some 1/2-inch EMT for my 10-2, and we're allowed to do that. In this jurisdiction, actually nobody cares. Anything flies, but I try to follow the best practices. And the one place we're required, I think it falls under the HVAC inspection. We rarely do work there, but they require going through something, conduit, flex, MC, whatever. And I don't really know how to bend conduit, but so far I'm coming up with this, and I think it'll work out alright. Kind of show you the end results and where it will get installed. The funny thing is, I have conduit benders for 1/2 inch and 3/4 from, well, when I did more commercial work, and it's been a while ago, and we ran wire for our own equipment. And yes, I'm using a tubing cutter for this, and actually this is a Blue Point, a snap-on. The economy line snap-on tubing cutter meant for steel brake line anyways, so it works good. Smooth. Yeah, I know they make a special tool for this, but here we go. Oh, I'm gonna shut you off. See what we're doing. Had to unplug the light to get around this thing. Boom! Who knew? EMT box connector. Can you focus already? Dude, just focus. Thank you. Okay, back in. And this. Got all these lovely splits. There's a thing of beauty right there. That's good, that's beautiful. Now generally I like to put an offset down here where my box is gonna go, but as you can see, the wall dips in and kind of gives me an offset already. Isn't that funny? As you can see, I simply marked these other spots here in case these holes that I originally marked in the beginning, the first two I marked, if the material behind them wasn't solid enough, I would have had 2 more chances to get a good solid fit. As it is, I could tell there was a good bit of material behind there, and these are solid. I apologize in advance for anyone mortified by my electrician's wannabe setup here. And this disclaimer, just as a disclaimer, I'm not an electrician, nor do I claim to be one. Check your local codes in case you gotta get an electrician. And know what you're doing before you get started. I am not responsible for any incidents, accidents, injuries, deaths, or whatever caused by your work based on what you see here. Okay, I just had to put that in there. Ready? Oops, there we go. Look at that, they left a blank in place over the double. So it would look just like this over here. But yeah, up in there is the other one, and they didn't even take the blank out. Okay then. Yay! Alright. Okay. Press and hold to start. Ah, whoops. Well, that blew a little bit of dust. Does it? Aha. It's a thing of beauty when it all comes together. What do you think, folks? Is that gonna work? one last little thing to do here. Enter through this door that's shorter than I am. Quick, I'm just gonna replace this boiler drain. Let's turn the light on. Ready? Oh wait, that's off. Yeah, let's turn the light on. Interesting place, I'll tell you what. So here's something new I got at Menards that I seen they had a clearance. This is a 3/4 outside, 1/2 inch inside. So I can have basically 2 in 1. I don't have to carry 2 different sizes of boiler drains. I can simply use the outside as 3/4 if I need, by adapting whatever. Like if it's going in a 3/4 port already, we're set. If I need to go in a 1/2 inch port, I just put a nipple in and I'm set then too. This is gonna work out perfect because we got this piece of pipe here stubbed out already for 1/2 inch. And I think she'll like it better with a 1/4 turn. Turn the water on. Okay, water's on. So apparently this is untreated water. They have a softener, but they wanted untreated water here for drinking, I guess. But she said it's mainly for their dog. So like she'll fill up the water dish right here for the dog. Yeah, the dog has its own water tap. And that's it. Time to head out, eat lunch, see what's going on in my next job, and I'll meet you there after I pack up all my goodies. We're here on site now, and even though the sun is out and it looks gorgeous, the wind is bitterly cold yet. Anyways, I guess that's not gonna stop me from working. It looks good. Let's get some water flowing. Oh yeah. I think we're good here. Let's check the next one. I have no idea what I'm looking at here. If it's even a working drain or not. No, I'm pretty sure this is too big a job for the Milwaukee switch pack, okay? I'm not gonna overtax it for a job it's not really meant to do. Now we play the game. Is there power or isn't there? Yes, there is. What? Okay, change of plans. I see now that this is going nowhere. That's like going to nothing. It might be an old downspout drain, or it might just be old and abandoned, period. Because here's this. This serves the bathroom right inside the wall. Hallelujah. Okay, that's clear. That's flowing great. Perfect. Okay, now we have one more clean out. Yeah, this place has 3 of these pipes sticking out of the ground, or as they're known as clean outs. So let's go to that one next. Okay. Ooh! Oh, isn't that just a lovely sight? Now we're getting somewhere. Yeah, that water should not be in there. Okay. Change of plans. We're gonna go out here. So what I'm doing here with this knob is increasing and decreasing the tension on the cable, which feeds it in, because I have it in the forward position. There's a neutral and there's a reverse and there's a forward. And this puts more or less tension on the cable so that I can feed it in faster by applying tension to these rollers. Or I can let it spin. If it's up against something hard, it can kind of spin at it until clean it up, and I can just kind of let it work at it by holding it, just letting it loose in here. See? Or I can add tension to it and feed it in further. Okay, so I started getting a little bit nervous. Would you shush? So I started getting a little bit nervous about which way the auger was going. And at this point in time, I can't tell if it's actually going to the house or going away from the house. The last thing I need is for this monster cable to come up in the back side of the toilet, break it apart, and start wreaking havoc in the bathroom. What's going on? So this is a little pill that I can attach to the end of my snake, and I can trace it above ground and exactly know exactly where it's going, into the house or out to the city. Like, I just have to know. I could be in big trouble if I go the wrong way. Oh, what did I do? All right. This will give us a good idea of whether or not this auger is going out to this. Because see, the problem is that there's water in there, I can't tell. And also the pipe appears to be running this way, and the house is ahead of me. And if the pipe was running this way, it would be fine. I would know to shoot out opposite the house. But if it's sitting this way, I don't know which way is which.
Region.
Yes, thank you. 512 hertz. Perfect. Where are we at? Alright, so at this point I found out we're going that way, right where my receiver is. And we're 1.6 feet in the ground, going that way. But I still don't know if it's going back into the house, or if it's going under the house out on its way to the street. At this point, I'm saying that's going into the house, and I need to shoot my snake the other way because this was an addition. No, that still doesn't say much, because I don't know where the addition started and stopped. Anyways, I'm gonna push it a little further. Okay, it's time to pull it out and shove it the other way. Come on. All right, we're good. I'm still here, right here. See that? I think we're going across the lawn here. I think. I'm satisfied. We're going out to the city now. Bye-bye. All right, the reason I had to feed it in and out by hand is, if it wasn't obvious, if this thing was turning in the pipe down here in the ground and it caught something, this could rip off because it's just tape. So we don't need that to happen. I can just feed it in by hand. At least we know we're not going to destroy a toilet. Not today. Not today. Yes! Alright. Let's just let the machine do the work right now. I don't think you understand. Well, all you out there that does this work understands, but the rest of y'all don't understand how intense this is right now. Like, the suspense is so thick I could cut it. Oh, come on. Yes? No? Are we gonna go? The agony of waiting, not knowing. The uncertainty. Oh. Alright, I'll shut up. Oh boy, a little stuckaged. Oh boy. Well, this cable's a lot of tension on it right now. I don't want to do anything, but on this, I can turn it off. So when I pressurize this foot pedal, it'll release the brake. Right now it's got a brake, letting it turn either direction. Let's release it and let it roll back. It's got a lot of tension built up on it. And let's give it a tug, see if we can clear it from whatever's snagged on. Go at it again. Down. Whoa! And there we go. Yeah, it is old clay. I thought so. Oh, something's gonna. Alright. We're good. Yeah, this reminds me of those amazing moments you wouldn't believe unless caught on camera. Amazing moments caught on camera. Yeah, this is one of them. Alright, I'm gonna go inside and run the water in the sink so they can flush this out nice and good. Nice and good. Nice and clean as much as can be. We're good, we're still draining there. Well, this is having a problem. Whoa. That cleared up. Great. If that toilet cleared up, I can't use my air snake. Oh, look at it, we're moving. Moving. Yeah, yummy. All of that has passed through a human's digestive tract. Most of it, I mean. Alright, let's keep flushing the toilet, clearing this out. Come on, who welded that together? Yeah, whatever. Of course, you're dying to see what came back on it. Yep, these are a no-no. In case you didn't recognize them in their deformed state, those are tampons. Let's not do that, people. Got a few roots. Whoa, buddy. Whoa. Okay then. And the money. Mother load. Lovely. That looks good. I think we're set. Got everything. Talk to the customer. Give them the scoop. Tell them nicely what not to flush down the toilets, because that's kind of on the personal level when you know that they're using certain products, and just basically tell them nothing but human waste and toilet paper down the toilets. That's how I put it. Keeps it less awkward that way, that you know that they understand. And that's how it goes. Okay, I'm gonna pack this up, talk to them, and go on and get my son while my wife is at work and see what he's been up to. As you can tell, we're home. Nathan, how are you doing? How you doing? Great. Okay, just sold a our minivan we had for a little while that we weren't really using. Not really. We only have one boy. And my wife got a RAV4, she likes that. We got the van out of here. Thank you for an easy transaction. If you see this in the near future, thank you very much. That was a very easy Craigslist transaction. I haven't done it for a long time, but I always remember it being a pain. I did get a few spam. Kind of comes with the territory. What do you expect with a free service like Craigslist? Anyways, that went easy. You just pulled out of here not 10 minutes ago. And you were acting crazy with the cat.
Yeah. No news, not what
Okay. Well, that's good. He knows what he wants. All right.
Let's catch up though.
Okay. Very well. Everybody, I will see you the next time. I appreciate you joining along. And
Let's see another video.
we'll see you next time.
No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not.
Take care.
Wait.